What goes on, everybody? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at another very anticipated figure, and as promised, we are going to be taking a look at the Mummy from the Universal Monsters line by Neca. And is this a beautiful piece of artwork on the front here? You get to see the mummy, the sarcophagus. It says it comes to life. It looks fantastic. It says Karloff on the side. You get another image of the mummy crossed up. The Mummy, Universal Monsters on the back. This beautiful artwork. You get to see the mummy, all these different pictures, some of the accessories, which were shown priorly. The sarcophagus, which it seems as though NECA's going to be releasing it in a accessory pack, which I'm totally going to get if it has a sarcophagus. There's a barcode. I got this at Phantom Comics in New Hope, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, please go check them out. They get shit mad early, and Greg always hooks it up. He is an awesome guy, and just all around a great store that he runs there. So on the top, you get the mummy. Definitely, beautiful artwork. As I've said with prior packaging by NECA, I would love this as a little poster to hang on the wall because you get some spot varnishing on it. It's just so nice, but I don't like to ruin my boxes, so I won't cut it off. But without further ado, you get the image there too, but without further ado, this looks gorgeous. Stop playing around. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. So taking the mummy out of the package, I don't know how else to say that NECA is just the perfect action figure company. I have one small major issue with this guy, but other than that, he is fucking perfect, man. I don't understand how NECA does this shit with the price point and the quality, and it blows my mind every single time. And this figure is incredible. It doesn't even look like an action figure. It looks like a mini statue, but then you realize, oh wait, he's got joints, he can move. And damn, this thing is amazing. So, like I said, right out of the way, I'm going to get it out of the way. He's supposed to have a bicep swivel here. This side works fine. This side feels like it's going to tear, so I have to be really careful with it because I'm not going to do that. But luckily, you can compensate with the double jointed swiveling elbows, and they can do pretty much, the bicep swivel really doesn't do anything. I'm kind of upset that they even wasted their time on it because, as you can see, you could do pretty much everything with the elbow. So I don't really know why they wasted their time on that, because usually NECA doesn't do bicep swivels. So I don't know. I'm a little upset because it feels like this is going to break, and I really don't want to break this. So we're just going to be careful about that. But other than that, that was my small but major complaint. Other than that, this thing is freaking perfect. So let's go ahead and take a look at that head sculpt. Now this is the default head sculpt, the unawoken mummy. And frig, dude, whoever sculpted this needs an art award or something. This is crazy. The detail in that freaking head, and this is a mass retail product. This isn't a custom. This isn't a third party vendor. Somebody, a company makes this, and it is incredible in my opinion. And then you go down in the body, and the sculpt is magnificent. You get bandages all around the body, every arm, all the way down to the wrists, all the way down to the toes. I'm just going to shut up and just let you guys gaze at this for a couple seconds because it's amazing. There's just so much detail. It's complemented by a wash, a dark wash, a dry brush of brown, and then there's even pink in there to represent the undertones of skin. Speaking of, on the side here on his hands, you get the ring on this side, which looks awesome. There's two colors in the ring for the scarab. There's the blue in there. The ends of the fingernails look old and decrepit. Now, a little thing about the human body is when it dies, it dries out and it turns black, and that's what the fingernails are meant to represent because it's the ends of the vessels. And oh my god, they represented that perfectly. The dry brush of dustiness on the pink skin looks so good on the hands, just as good as it does on the head. You get the hair on the back of the head as well with a dry brush of white over the top of it. But man, and then taking a look at the feet, they're all wrapped up too. They look really nice. You do get peg holes, and the sculpt and paint goes all the way down to the bottom of his feet. It's It's so good. It is so good. There's so much detail on this figure. It's incredible what they did. Incredible what they did. And he comes with a good amount of accessories, like a fuck ton of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. So taking a look at the accessories, you get interchangeable hands. I don't know if these are supposed to be the same thing. I think they look like the same hand. So I don't really know what the difference is, but it's just like a more splayed out hand. And so if you want to come and take this, you just take this out and pop these in. I mean, again, I don't really know what the difference is, so I don't really care. I'll just pick the one with cleaner paint apps. These look good together. I like this hand better than the default one, personally. It's got the same amount of paint on there. They both do, but again, I think they're supposed to be the same hand, so yeah, what are you gonna do? I think they're supposed to be different hands, but I got two of the same one. No big deal, for me anyway. You get bandages that I'm pretty sure what these are supposed to be. I think you could just put them anywhere, so you know, you get that classic like mummy pose, you know, so get them walking in that pose. But if you want some extra detail, go ahead and throw these on there, and I'm definitely gonna do that. I think that looks awesome. Maybe this one's a little bit wider, so maybe this goes around like his neck. Kind of wish they had 3 of these for the neck and then both of the hands, but I kind of like them on the arms like this, so I'll probably have them something like that. It adds like a nice level of detail. Like this one looks especially good on the arms, so I don't know. I think I'll do something like that, but you know, your mileage may vary on that. You might want to do them on the legs or something, glue them somewhere. I don't know, but the paint on them is really good. There's like it matches the body perfectly. And then other than the interchangeable hands and the bandages, he also comes with the little, I forget what these are called. It's like a mini sarcophagus kind of thing. It's got beautiful paint on it. It's just like a little piece of plastic. I like the ankhs on like all the writing, the hieroglyphs on the top. I have no idea what they say, but they're in gold paint. And I forget what these creatures are called, like I forget what they're called. But you open that up and it clips on very securely, like pretty awesome. You open that up, there's a little bit of gold trim on the box, which is really nice, but then you get this paper of hieroglyphs. And that is super cool. Like the detail on that, I don't know why, but it kind of goes like way further on this side. You get like tons of hieroglyphic symbols on there. You get all the gods, all the, like, I'm pretty sure that's Ra, the sun god, all the women. Oh, it just looks so cool. Like in the back, there's really not much to it on the back, but that looks so awesome in my opinion. Such a nice detail to have. And you can kind of get them to hold it, but you know, it's more just for like a cool accessory to have for like a diorama or something. But he does have great articulation. Oh, wait. I completely forgot. He does have 2 alternate heads as well. So you just pop that off, and then you get the awoken head here, which this one, for some reason, is the hardest to get on between the 3 of them. It's not even on all the way, but it's just basically the same thing, but the eyes are open. It does sit better. I don't know why. This one's not really popping on, but the other one does. So looks really, really nice. It's hard to get the detail in there, but his eyes are open. So if you just kind of want like a neutral face with not sleeping and not the third one, looks pretty cool. But my favorite, personally, is the third head sculpt, which is the fully, you see that there was a pop there? So the fully angry and pissed off mummy, and frig, that looks awesome. I like the expression on there. There is paint in the mouth, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that on camera. The paint and sculpt go through greatly on all of them. Both of the alternate heads, it just looks so, so good. Very awesome to have. And like I said, this is my favorite look for him. And I actually found that these bandages add a lot to pictures, so I like these a lot. But let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation, because it was quite surprising. So taking a look at the mummy's articulation here, you get a ball peg at the top of the neck and a double one at the bottom. Great range of movement there, and the articulation is hidden pretty well. I mean, I don't think you can ask for any more articulation than that. The shoulders are going to move upwards this far down. You do get a bicep swivel, but be careful because it's softer and I don't want to break mine, so we're not going to show that side. Rotate 360. You do get a swivel at the elbow as well, forearm swivel, hinge, and swivel at the hand, so you can definitely get those cross bodies completely easy, and I'm pretty sure that's what they were intending. And sometimes Neca joints look kind of ugly, but with the wraps, you can barely see it, so it works great. You get a double ball peg at the top and then a ball peg at the bottom, which will get you backwards that far. A little gappy, but for a mummy, it doesn't really bother me. And then surprisingly, he crunches forward really nice, so I like that a lot. You get good pivot to the side, to the other side, swivel at the top and at the bottom, so great range of movement up in the torso. Just be careful with the little like overlay, like the diaper piece. Sometimes it gets caught where it's not supposed to, but no big deal. He does do the splits. You can get him to kick forward that far, back a little bit too. You do get a thigh rotation in there. McFarlane, take notes. Single jointed knee, which is pretty limiting. You only get like about 90, but it looks good in all positions, so I'm fine with that. You can rotate there and then the ankle move down, up, and pivot. So I think it's perfect articulation for a mummy. Again, I just can't stress enough, just be careful with the biceps. They are a little bit softer, so they do kind of have a tendency to strip or tear, so just be careful with that. So getting the mummy in a neutral stance, we're going to go ahead and show him next to his two line mates, I guess. We have the Wolfman, which I just reviewed on the channel. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the Wolfman and then the Mummy. I'm recording them on the same day, though. So the Mummy is shorter than the Wolfman, but then they are both shorter than Frankie Boy over here, which is really interesting because if I'm not mistaken, the Mummy is also played by the same guy who plays Frankenstein. So I wonder how they did that. But other than the big shoes, but even if you take away the shoes, he's still taller than him. So you can kind of see a resemblance in the faces. You can kind of see that, which is kind of wicked on Neca's part. But yeah, these look fantastic together. I can't wait to get Dracula, the Invisible Man. They need to reveal that they're doing a Bride of Frankenstein, a Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Phantom of the Opera. I did a wish list of random figures, and I did a section on Universal Monsters, so definitely go check that out. I would really like to see that. But these look fantastic together. This is shaping up to be one of my favorite lines yet. So again, it's no surprise, yo Ant, what are you thinking of this figure? And guys, another hit straight out of the universe by Neca. This is amazing. The paint is beautiful. The sculpt is fantastic. The articulation works. And the accessories are so much fun. It's just another amazing action figure by Neca. I don't know what else to say. I'll say it every time I do a Neca video that they deserve it. Neca is the best toy company out there right now. Price to quality ratio is out of the park through them. I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and they do it great. I'm giving this guy a 10 out of 10 easily. For the price point of $30, there's nothing wrong with this. So I think that's all I got for today. So if you have not already, do yourself the favor and me and like, comment, subscribe. It is greatly appreciated when you do those things. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot on there, and it's a lot of fun. But I believe that's all I got for today. So as always, I leave you with a question. You coppin'? Let me know, because you're crazy if you don't. But to each his own. I'll see you guys later. Peace.